Good morning. What's up? What's up, good people? It's your man, Investing with Cam. I just want to come on here this morning and show you guys the trade that I did yesterday. I had posted a video on Sunday speaking about Wolfspeed and the trades I had done on Wolfspeed. And I told you guys that I was going to sell calls on the shares that I have. And so let me update you guys and show you the trade, like I said, that I had made on yesterday. So I'm going to go all the way down to my history. And so let's go here to my history. So if you look here, you can see where I had sold Wolf Call at $1.50, which is what I was assigned at, in a sense, when I had done the sale puts, even though because of the premium, my average cost is $1.24 per share as opposed to $1.50 per share. And so I sold 61 contracts, which is all 6,100 shares that I have, at 14 cents per contract. And in doing so, the established credit was $851.35, and the regulatory fees were $2.65. So I received, I would just say $847 total in credit for selling these 61 contracts at 14 cents. And I did it. I had to sell my calls 2 weeks out. And so if you look here, these contracts expire June the 27th. So they expire next week so that I could get more premium. Because if I would have sold 61 contracts expiring this up and coming Friday, I only would have received about $300 in opposed to receiving the $851 or $848 once you subtract the fees. And so I literally got more than double the premium by selling my calls a little further out, in opposed to having them expire this week. And so as long as Wolfspeed stays below $1.50, then I'll keep all 6,100 shares that I have, and then I'll just once again sell more calls. If by chance Wolfspeed happens to go up and it goes over the $1.50 per share, and it's there at that point at expiration, then I'll let it expire in the money, and I'll sell those shares, and then I'll just collect that money and then go and sell more put options either on Wolfspeed or on another stock. But right now I'm pretty much all in on Wolfspeed because of what I was doing. And so I don't mind selling these calls as long as I can continue to collect decent premium like I have been. Then I'll continue to sell the calls and puts on Wolfspeed. And like I say, I will more than likely have to go out 2 weeks at a time at this point in order to receive some really good premium. Because as of yesterday, if I would have sold a call, actually when I was trying to sell a call at $1.50 expiring this Friday, the premium was about 6 cents per contract, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was about 6 cents, because it was no, it wasn't even that high. Was it 5? No, it was actually 5 cents. And so that was the credit that I would have received if I would have sold my 61 contracts expiring this up and coming Friday. But as you could see, like I say, I sold them expiring next week, and so I got some really good premium, which equates to a little over $400 per week, which is decent. And a lot of times what I've been doing is just taking out some of the premium that I receive in order to pay some bills, and then I leave some of it in there in order to try and reinvest into other stocks. But I just want to, like I said, update you guys, let you know what I had done as of yesterday. And I did sell those calls like I said I would, and I sold them for 2 weeks out at 14 cents per contract. And so I received some really good premium in doing so. And I did it pretty much first thing yesterday morning because, as you can see, if I would have waited until to see whether or not Wolfspeed was going to go up in pricing, so that because as the price of the stock goes up, if you're selling calls, your premium increases. But like I said, if I would have waited towards the end of the day, I would have only received 6 cents per contract, and only would have received about $363 when it was all said and done, in opposed to that 800 and some odd bucks. So I literally almost made $500 more by selling those 6,100 contracts earlier in the day yesterday. But once again, it's your man, Investing with Cam. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll keep you updated on what I'm doing as far as selling my calls and puts with Wolfspeed. And I hope you guys make a lot of money, and I'll talk to you soon.